Welcome to Yoga to Open Your Hips. My name is Stephanie Lindsay. You're in like a little yoga workshop. We're gonna open up the front of your hips, your hip flexors, the area that tends to get super tight from sitting. Not accusing you of sitting, but if sitting is a part of your life, this can help you open that area up so that you feel greater ease in simply standing, greater ease in simply walking. Generally, opening up the hips can reduce or prevent low back pain, and it can also free the corners of your mouth to lift up. When the hip flexors are open, it helps, I've heard, as I understand it all to work, it can really help to prevent some of the over tightening of the outer hips, these hip rotators, and these muscles can lead to grumpy low back. It can lead to excessive tightening and pain. It can lead to like the outer thighs being tight, the knees then consequently being tight. So when we open up the front of the hips, we're preventing a whole cascade of potential issues. And rather than just like massaging that area like crazy, we can do these postures that help to create tone in the area as well as lengthening. So thanks for being here today. So glad you're here. Please take a nice seat. You can always skip ahead of this part and simply jump into the practice, but I like to begin by centering. So you can place one hand on your heart or two palms together at chest center. With open or closed eyes, take a moment to pause and feel the blessing that is you, this gift that you are. Through our practice today, may we step into this blessed being that we always already are and align more actively, more intentionally, so that we feel greater ease. To join in one Om together, we'll begin. Release your exhale. Inhale. Bow your head to your heart. Honor yourself for just simply showing up. Release your hands, lift your chin, open your eyes. Welcome. I think I forgot to say my name. My name is Stephanie Lindsay, and we're gonna have a great session today. Please begin in a simple child's pose. From hands and knees all fours, bring your big toes together. Knees slightly wider than your hips. Shift hips to heels. Extend arms in front. If you have really tight hip flexors, I forgot to say, you can grab a blanket or like a couch cushion or your bed pillow. You can pause the video if you need to go grab that. It's better as a teacher to say those things up front, so I do apologize, but I'm not going to start the video over. So this can be a great way to just passively create some space in the front of your hips. If you're tighter and you need that kind of help, it can be really great. Also sitting like a pillow or a blanket on your heels, if getting your hips back towards your heels is a laughing, I don't know, chore. I remember it took me a while before I could do that. So trying to honor everybody where they're at today. Despite all my instructional cues, please aim to arrive here and be present. Fill your lungs with breath that feels refreshing. Tell yourself thank you for showing up. Shifting forward, come to hands and knees, all fours. Take shoulders over wrists. Bring your knees under your hips. Spread your fingers like little rays of light coming out of the center of your palm. Pausing here, Take hips to heels, kind of like child's pose. Then take your hips over to the left, up towards your hands, and to the right. Slowly making your way back to your heels. That's one circle. We'll repeat that, please. Taking hips to the left, hips up forward towards your hands, hips off to the right, and hips back to heels. Go slow or fast. This can give you some nice hand and wrist engagement as well. So please keep your hands active. Press down under your fingernails. Please reverse the circles if you haven't yet. Taking hips to the right, grip with strong hands. Hips up towards hands, hips to the left, and hips back to heels. Press down where your fingers meet your palms, hips to the right, forward grab and pull upward rather than just passively collapse down. One more circle to the right, grip with strong hands. As much as you push down, pull up. Yoga is fun like that. They tell you to do 2 opposing things at one time. Welcome, glad you're here. Please come to all fours, hands and knees again. And as you inhale, move your pelvis so that sitting bones go back and wide. You'll feel your belly move towards the floor. Move your chest down between your hands, forward to the wall in front of you, and look upward. As you exhale, reverse that, tilting your pelvis so that your tailbone moves down, sitting bones move down, belly in, ribs in and up, tucking your chin, round your back like a Halloween cat. As you inhale, reverse that, move sitting bones, that's the bones you sit on, back and wide, belly down, chest down, forward and up, look up. Grip with strong hands even here. Pull your hands down and back. Reverse that. Pull, belly in, tuck your pelvis, tuck your chin. Press the back of your ribs high to the ceiling. If you have trouble with your knees on the floor, please pad them with a blanket. I forgot to say. Come to a neutral spine. You could rest in child's pose as much as you need to today. Then stand up on your knees. So on your knees, it's a little bit less energy exhausting, I'm hoping. So on your knees, imagine you have a yoga block between your knees. Squeeze your legs towards each other so that your inner thigh muscles turn on. With inner thighs turned on, lift your low back, lift your chest. Pull your shoulders back. So you're simply on your knees. Toes can be curled under or tops of feet down. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Lift, low back, low belly, lift chest. Pull your shoulders back. Good. Now from here, step your left leg forward. This is a lot less engagement on the hip flexors to step forward from that position, and that's why we're doing it this way. Squeeze, front foot towards back foot. Squeeze legs towards each other just like you did on both knees. Lift low back, lift low belly. Lift your chest, stay here, or sweep your arms out and up. As you exhale, lower hands to the floor, shift your hips back. I like to curl my back toes under, you can keep top of foot down. As I shift back, I straighten my front leg. Press your front heel down and back to keep your hamstring muscles active and strong. And then again, shift forward. We're gonna go same side, bending your front leg, squeeze, front heel, back knee towards each other. Lift, low back, low belly, reach high through your fingertips. Optional, you can keep your hands on your front thigh, no problem there. Again, surround your front foot with both hands. Curling your back toes under, shift your hips towards your heel, back heel. Work to straighten out your front leg. It might not straighten all the way. It's an aim, it's a stretch to sort of counterbalance and stretch both directions. One more time, shift forward, bending your front knee, squeeze front foot, back knee towards each other. Take arms out and up. As you pull your back knee isometrically forward, lift low belly, lift low back, reach up, and lower your hands. Last stretch here, shift hips back. Push front heel down and back. Lift your low belly. Stretch your spine long. Rather than being low down, you can have torso more elevated, high on fingertips. Bending your front knee, shift forward. Plant your palms, push back to down dog. You know if down dog is too much for your hands, wrists, elbows, shoulders, you can also step your feet wide if you're tighter in your hamstrings. At any point, you can take child's pose. Soften your face. Arrive in the pose you're in. If you're in down dog, lower your knees. Stand on your knees again with knees directly under your hips. Squeeze legs towards each other like you're squeezing into a yoga block. I like to curl my toes. Well, I like both, but toes unders can be more activating in your leg muscles. Please squeeze legs in. Lift low back, low belly, lift your chest. I like to imagine that there's a horizontal bar behind my upper back that I'm trying to lift up over rather than just smash back or lean back like that. The action is to lift, lengthen. We're imagining pulling the hip flexors up out of the hips. Second side. Please step your right leg forward, low lunge. Hands on front knee, totally fine. Please pull your back knee towards your front heel and your front heel towards your back knee. These are isometric cues, meaning you're moving without moving. The muscles turn on because of this active engagement rather than like a passive collapse. Just like melt into it. You're like pull into it. From here, embracing where you are. Take both arms up. Bow forward. Hands around front knee. Shift your hips back. Lift up your front toes and drag your front heel isometrically back. Grow long through your spine, whether you're seated high, aim for a long spine. As you fold, keep the actions strong in your legs, whichever variation you've chosen. Bending into your front knee. Inhale, sweep arms out and up. Sorry, I got a little too talkative there. Exhale, fold, shift hips back. Practice pulling your front heel isometrically back. Push through your big toe mound. Again, bend your front knee. Squeeze front heel, back knee towards each other. Pull legs towards the center, side to side. Surround your front foot. Shift your hips back. Last one like this. Pull low belly in, low back long. More vertical is totally fine. Bend your front knee. Plant your palms. Step back, down dog. You're welcome to just go straight into child's pose here. The down dog work can get a little effortful in your arms if you're not ready for that. Since this is primarily a hip opening class, child's pose is offered in every transition. Wide feet in your down dog can be really helpful to open up the inner thighs, hamstrings, groin, lower your knees. You can rest in child's pose for a moment to gather your breath, gather your intention. Rise on your knees. In yoga, we call this camel pose. So I'm calling it like a camel pose prep with hands on hips. Squeeze legs towards each other. Lift low back, low belly. Lift your chest. So you're learning how to engage in each of these low lunge by doing these preparatory actions. Squeeze into the middle. As you push down, lift up. That's what pulls and lengthens your hip flexor muscles. Step your left leg forward. You can keep hands on your front thigh. You can have both arms lifted, whichever you've chosen. Squeeze legs in, lift low back, low belly. You're welcome to take hold of your right wrist if your arms are overhead. Squeezing your back knee isometrically forward, lift low belly up out of your hips. Lift, lengthen your low back. And as you side bend to the left, I'm hoping you feel a little bit more freedom in this right side of your hips, the front of your hips. Oh yeah, do practice breathing. Inside your front foot, lower your right hand. Take it off to the right a little bit. You'll see me on my fingertips. You don't have to, especially if that bothers your hands. Turn your front foot 90 degrees out. With your foot turned out 90 degrees, bend your front knee, take your palm on your front thigh. I don't love that the left side is first because you can't quite see all that I'm doing, but with left hand on front thigh, I'm still doing everything I've done before. Squeeze legs in, lengthen, this time twist. The left side of your belly, or right side of your belly to the left side of your belly. And that's good enough. Or squeezing your legs in, please shift your hips back towards your front foot. So by pulling the back leg in, see how the hips shift, and then I can bend the back leg without any kind of cramping in your back thigh. A lot of times people try to use their muscle to lift your leg, which you can do, but I remember in my early days I did get those cramps, and I find a lot in my tighter or more beginning yoga students that cramping can occur if you just use your hamstring muscle to lift your foot. Please drag your back knee isometrically forward, your front foot isometrically back. Lift, lengthen, and twist to the left. So even if you don't have your foot in your hand, you're still getting a fantastic front hip opening on your right side. Squeeze legs in, lift, lengthen, twist. The twisting is actually very beneficial in opening up the hips as well. I'm up on my right hand. Some of you more open folk can be down on your right forearm as well. Softly lower your toes. Turn your back toes forward. I meant front toes. Lift your back knee. Baby step your back foot in. Angle your front foot to the, wow, I'm mixing up front and back. That's not usual. It's usually left and right. So with your back toes angled to the front right corner of your mat, have your hands inside your legs. If you feel like your muscles are a little tighter in the back of your thigh, this is a great way to ease into it. Push inner thighs back and wide like you would in a down dog. I really like this on my tighter days. Please be tight around your knee muscle, or all the muscles around your knee, so you're not just slamming your knees back, but you're using your strength to stretch. Stay here for the entire time of this section, or walk your hands closer to your feet, your left foot, and tuck your front hip more under. So pull left outer hip crease back, low belly in and up, walking your hands more and more to your left foot, or surround your left foot with both hands. Squeeze legs towards each other. Lengthen, hold here, or walk hands forward and just treat it like down dog hands. Push hands away from feet, feet away from hands. I forgot to specify, the feet can be like very classical, is like heel inside or in line with your back arch. But for a little bit more of an opening, allowing stance, you can widen your heels so that it's heel to heel or even wider. It's nice for women to give themselves this wider stance, and like if you were pregnant or just a woman with wider hips or a man with wider hips, whatever you've got going on, have the poses meet you where you are. Lengthen your spine, bend your front knee. Your choice here, child's pose or down dog. Push hands away from feet, feet away from hands. My hamstrings have been running quite tight lately, so I'm giving myself as many down dogs as I can today. Remember, you can have wider feet. One more breath here. Please lower your knees. You can take a child's pose or take hips over knees. for the camel pose stance, or Ustrasana is camel pose. Squeeze legs in, lift, lengthen, lift your chest. We're just getting the action cues. It doesn't have to go deep into a crazy back bend. Root your tailbone down, lift your low back, low belly, lift your chest, pull your shoulders back, shoulder blades down your back. Take what cues are helpful for you. You don't have to take it all at once. Come upright and step your right leg forward. Squeezing front foot and back knee towards each other. Lift low back, low belly. Grow tall. You can surrender into the front leg more if you keep your legs active. There's a pulling in and then a surrender, a releasing, but it's from this active engagement that we get the active lengthening rather than the passive collapse, which could ultimately tighten us more. Lift your left arm. If you're lifting your arm today, grab your left wrist, pull up and to the right. Squeezing legs in, lift your low back, low belly. So you can imagine your back knee pushing down through the floor and growing roots through the floor. Then lift your low back, low belly like a tree trunk, reaching up and then bending in the wind to the right. Here comes the poetry, look out. Just kidding. Inside your front foot, lower your left hand. Take it out to the left. You can be on palm or block or fingertips. Please turn your right foot 90 degrees out. The tendency is to just totally drop in your hips and passively collapse. So please pull in. So front foot, back knee, pull in. Lift, lengthen, and twist. I love this pose even without the thigh stretch. I feel a lot of benefit in my hips even without the foot. So be where you are. Pulling the back knee forward, lift the back foot. I grab from the pinky toe edge. Some people like the big toe edge. I like the front shoulder opening that grabbing the pinky toe edge affords or grants us. Pull hip to heel, not just heel to hip. Squeeze legs in. Lift, lengthen your torso. Pull your shoulders back. So it's one of my favorite multitasking poses. You get the muscular engagement, the lengthening, the twisting. You even get this sort of back bendy shape in the upper back as you pull shoulders back, throat back, head back. It becomes just scrumptious. You get the front outer hip opening as well as the back front hip. Take longer if you need. You can always pause or stop, but do come back. Turn your front foot forward. Take both hands inside front foot. Lift your back knee. Baby step, back foot in. Angle your back toes to the front left corner of your mat. With hands inside your foot, treat it like down dog. Push your hands away from your hips, hips away from your hands. Line up your front heel to your back center arch is hardest, most narrow, heel to heel, or even wider depending on your hip width. And then it just meets you where you're at. So if you're tighter, a little wider can be really helpful. Breathe as long as this feels like it's helping. If you'd like to go deeper, take hands more to the right. Work on pulling front hip back, low belly in and up. You can stay higher up. I forgot to say on the front side, hands can even be up on your front shin or up on blocks. I do forget to mention props a lot because I try to make this accommodating for everyone. Push hands away from hips, hips away from hands. These are some longer holds today, so you can pulse a little as you need to, modify as you wish. Bend your front knee. Press back, child's pose or down dog. Push your hands down and forward and your feet down and back. Whether you're in child's pose or down dog, please make your way to standing on your knees. Ustrasana, camel pose, prep, hands on hips. Squeeze your legs towards each other. Lift your low back, lift your low belly. Grow tall through the top of your head as you push down through your knees and lift even your pelvic floor muscles in and up. Stretch up through your chest, out through the top of your head. All right, left foot forward. Hold here, squeeze legs in, lift your chest. We've been here a couple times. Stay or add hands behind your low back. If that's too much, you know it, and you can take hands to hips instead. Squeeze elbows in, lift your chest. Similar sort of actions that we did with both knees on the ground. Squeeze legs in, lift low back, low belly, lift your chest, pull your shoulders back, shoulder blades down your back to re-lift your chest. A great stretch here also is to do hands behind head. I really like to train my head and my hands to press against each other because this helps to strengthen the muscles on the back of your neck and activate the muscles in your upper back. Profoundly helpful for this phone gazing nation or world. Take longer if you need to. Please lower your hands. Child's pose or down dog. It is funny with all of these shapes. The front leg is at a very deep bend. So it's an interesting thing that somehow these poses open up that area. Step your right leg, lower your knees. Stand on your knees. Blanket if you need it. Squeeze in, lift up. Then step your right leg forward. I'm trying to prevent too much engagement in that front hip. Work here. Or clasp hands behind hips or on your hips. Squeeze in, lift up, shoulders back. Squeeze legs in, side to side, front to back, lift up. Curling back is optional. Some people have really long torsos like me, and it just looks like I'm really bending, but it's just a long torso. If you have a short torso, just the same work. It just looks a little different. Hands can go behind back, fingers interlaced. You can reach hands towards your back heel as you reach your chest forward and up. As I showed on the other side, you can interlace hands, switch the grip so your other pinky's on top, squeeze in, lift up like you're pressing your elbow tips to the ceiling. So that these poses don't get your low back, please keep legs pulling in, tailbone pulling down, low belly pulling up. Lower your hands. Child's pose, and maybe you stay there, or down dog. I like it for the back leg opening. Tune into your breath. We're almost finished. Lower your knees. Last active pose. Stand on your knees. The Ustrasana prep. It's a lot on your knees, so you can grab your blanket or double up your yoga mat is a good one. Squeeze legs in, lift your chest. Step left leg forward. Take both hands inside your front foot. With both hands inside front foot, squeeze front heel towards back knee towards front heel. It might be annoying on your end how many times I'm repeating myself, but my hope is that that will stick as a little mantra in your head. So hands inside your foot, you're staying here, or perhaps you can lower your right forearm. As you pull legs towards each other, front to back, side to side, lower right forearm perhaps, maybe your left forearm as well. Please squeeze your left leg in towards your torso because it has a tendency to drift off to the side. It's like a way of the muscles trying to avoid getting stretched. It's like the troublemaker in class not wanting to get noticed. Squeeze legs in. Pull low back, low belly, long through the top of your head. You're welcome to curl back toes under and lift your back thigh as well. The same actions apply. Pulling legs in, front to back, side to side. Your call here, child's pose or down dog. Lower your knees. Stand on your knees. Last one here. Squeeze in, lift up. You can interlace fingers if you'd like. Play with that. You can just work on lifting, lengthening, curling a little bit. See if you can get a little bit more length through your spine. Step. Right leg forward. Carefully. Squeeze your legs in. Inside your front foot. Lower both hands. You can have one hand on your front thigh the whole time, dragging front heel, back knee towards each other. To advance, both hands can come down. Option, lower left forearm. Step by step, breathe into it. See if it's a helpful choice. Is this useful? Is this helpful? Optional, right forearm. Please squeeze right leg in towards your right rib cage. It's not a mission to see how quickly you can melt to the ground, but how much integrity can you maintain in the posture as you move deeper? Can I stay actively embracing what's best about myself, what I know to be right and true for me, as I move deeper into this challenging circumstance? Take that as a deep metaphor where you like. All right, down dog or child's pose. Pretty much the end, we have this optional little funky thing I call it like a little up dog play or up dog roll around. So with hands on the floor, knees down, curl your back toes under so your legs are active. With hips closer and closer to the floor, I want your back to be free here. So if your back feels troubled, you probably shouldn't go deeper. You can maybe try bending your knees, taking your hips back and go to one side of your hip and see if that helps your back feel better. If it is bothering you, child's pose is great too. With your knees on the floor, stick your hips back a little bit so there's active pulling forward in your knees as you take your hips to the other side. So it's like straight, strong arms, active hands, and you're just sort of slightly shifting your hips to the side. You can do this with straight legs as well. Please curl your back toes under or tops of feet down. So you're just like an up dog, and take your legs, toes to one direction and hips to the side. So you're opening the front of your hips, your low belly, and your side hip, where your hip attaches to the side of your torso. Those are very technical terms, I'm sure. So it's like up dog, hands pull down and back, but then you roll to the side. You can take your top leg back. I'm hoping that this helps you because there might be some tightness stored where your hips connect to your torso. And we might not even be aware of it until we roll around the floor for a little bit. Optional to take your back leg back. We'll close after this. Back to center. You can take a full up dog. Hands can be turned outward if you've got any wrist grumpies. Toes can be turned under or tops of the feet down. Child's pose or down dog. And then final pose, please lay down on your back. Pull knees to chest. Rock yourself gently side to side. I forgot to put it on do not disturb, so I'm always happy that somehow I didn't get a phone call to mess it all up. Breathe. Take a moment to just feel gratitude for this gift of a body that you've been given, for this nice hard floor to roll around upon, for your strong legs, for your steady back. Take your feet wider than your hips, knees together. This can calm a grumpy low back, rooting your femurs into their sockets. If you feel tight in the hip flexors, it can be nice to give yourself a little bridge pose. It doesn't have to be like the most intense bridge ever, but we can engage the legs, glutes. And whenever you're ready, stretch your legs out. Practice opening the front of your chest, your symbolic heart center. Practice opening your palms to the ceiling. I like to shake my legs to open up the front of my hips, so that's optional to try that out. And then at a certain point, you just let go. With feet wide, palms a little away from your hips. Practice resting. Practice surrendering to whatever's happening around you. If you hear sounds outside your room or your house, simply allow it to be what it is. If you have pets or children making noise or begging for your attention, allow them to do what they're doing without reacting. For the next few minutes, we'll rest together here. Consciously choose to soften the muscle on the front side of your body. Here's where you get to melt. Like you can imagine how hot wax drips from the top of the candle down to the bottom of the candle. So too, can you imagine the muscles at the front of your body releasing, relaxing, and melting down to the floor. Allow your breathing to grow softer. Soften the muscles of your face. jaw, your tongue. Soften your belly. As you rest here, slightly lift the corners of your mouth so that it tells your brain that you're happy here. I invite you to rest longer by pausing the video here. I'm going to close this session because I have someone using a loud tool in the backyard. So pause the video for a longer little bit of quietness, or stretch your arms and legs. Move your breath throughout your body. Bend a knee and roll to one side. Use your arms. Press yourself back to seated. It can be quite nice to have a pillow or a blanket ready for when you are seated in postures. I forget to add that part as well. So sitting on a pillow or a blanket can help lift your low back and help ease the hip flexors as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Place your palms together at chest center if it feels helpful for you. Remember why you're here is ultimately to take care of yourself, to take care of this embodied form that you've been given. This helps us to be of better service to the people around us as well. For when our hips are free and not grumpy, then we feel a lot more willing to be happy and helpful to all those around us. To close, we'll finish with one Om. Release your exhale. Inhale. The goodness in me honors the goodness in you. Namaste. Thank you, thank you. Come back tomorrow. We're going to open something else on your hips. I forgot what tomorrow is, but come back. It's going to be great. Bye.